Fasting the morning live from studio to Wave 105.9 and 99.9, your entertainment and information center in Belize. Alberto August, Joe Bradley. We're sitting in studio 2. We're operating from the foothills of the Bell China Bridge right here in Belize City. It's a Wednesday. It's the 24th day of July, 2019. Chairman, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Joe, and good morning, Belize.
Okay, television coverage provided by Wave Television, CBC Channel 54, CCV Channel 11, Southern Cable Network Channel 43, Dangriga Cable Vision Channel 54, BME North Corzo Channel 11, North Vision Channel 10, Centaur Cable Channel 31, St. Charles Cable Channel 54, CTL Cable in Maskell Village. Fasting the morning is carried live on Sugar City Radio 103.1 FM and East Radio 104.9 FM in Orange Walk. You can also find us using the Madlab Radio Belize app, which you can download on your Apple and Android devices. Wave Radio and Wave TV is live every day on our Facebook page, Wave Radio and Wave TV. Find us, like the page, and tune in every day. It's Wednesday, the 24th day of July, 2019. Let's take a look at the weather. The information is at 6 this morning. The general situation, mainly fair weather, will prevail today with a temporary increase in moisture over the next 24 hours. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and its coastal waters, mostly sunny today and cloudy times tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated, except for slightly more over the mountains this afternoon. Then south and some coastal areas tonight and early tomorrow morning. The winds east at 5 to 15 knots, the sea state light chop to choppy. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. The temperatures, the highs today along the coast, 88 degrees, inland 94 degrees, in the hills 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows tonight along the coast, 61 degrees, inland 72 degrees, in the hills 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides. A low tide will occur this morning at 39 minutes after 9, another low tide tonight at 18 minutes after 9. A high tide will occur this afternoon at 59 minutes after 2, another high tomorrow morning at 31 minutes after 3. The sun will set this evening at 28 minutes after 6, will rise tomorrow morning at 29 minutes after 5. The moon will set this morning at 42 minutes after 11, and will rise tonight at 46 minutes after 11. Your tropical weather outlook, tropical cyclone formation is not expected in the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea, or the Gulf of Mexico during the next 48 hours. We want to say thanks to forecaster Shana Young and the Belize Weather Bureau for providing us with today's weather information. Yep, Chairman, it's a Wednesday.
Yep, midweek.
Yep.
So it looked like we're having a slow hurricane season, and we're almost to the end of July, and we're not here about no major storm development. Yeah. That's good news, man.
Well, yesterday we had a little weather. When we reported the weather, we had a little something up there, but it would appear that has gone away.
Oh, a little tropical wave.
Yeah, some kind of little disturbance up wrong America.
Okay.
States, but that has dwindled away.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
We're here, well, you know we're in the final week now. Sunday, the 28th. The final week of village council elections, 2019, where we go into elections in 5 villages.
Oh, yeah, and that's
in the Cayo
district. Georgeville.
Yeah.
And then you have Progreso.
7 miles.
Ontario. Santa Familia and Bolichi. You got 3 large villages.
3 large villages,
area, right? You got Georgeville, which is in Cayo Central. And then you have Santa Familia in the Cayo Northeast. And then Bolichi in Cayo North. And, Progreso, Cayo Central too.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call 7 miles.
7 miles, yeah, 7 miles, yeah.
And then Ontario.
El Progreso.
Cayo South.
Yeah, so that is where we're at now, and then that will complete this round of elections, 189 villages, where we have 1,134 members, along with the 89, and give it 1,323 total persons elected. And of course, you know, we have Midway.
Yeah.
When I hear about Midway, so maybe they might just recycle the. No, boy, they can't recycle
no, man,
it.
Yeah, have to have that.
You have to, by law, you have to have elections every 3 years.
Hopefully, this time when they got it, Midway not going to win.
For village councils, huh?
Because it was postponed because of a wedding.
Yeah, we have to make sure we have no wedding coming up there in Midway. So that is it. We hear
overall,
we hear the PUP jumping up all over themselves. I'm talking about how they're leading in these rounds of village council elections. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Yeah.
And what I see amazing, however, is that Briceño is they have always said that elections are not about politics. Briceño jumping over himself and running all around the country. But what is amazing and what is amazing about what is happening is that he is pushing all of the PUP standard bearers to put their slate together to go into village council elections, right? Put on a slate together, work together. He has one village.
Did he have a slate? Did he put a slate?
Not even visit San Esteban. Not even put together one slate in San Esteban. You hear one independent group come and say, oh, he need support that the slate will take one licking in San Esteban last week. So he's a classic case of do as I say, but not as I do. One village he has, it's like, for example, he's pushing Shebat in Bully Tree. Who make Shebat win the one village where he have. But you never push yourself. To not even get a slate out in San Esteban, which is the singular village that he has. But that is the case why we see him running around the place. And I was working in Esperanza this weekend, and he was there for a considerable amount of time. But the president's not playing no role because he does not know the people. He does not know the people.
He didn't know himself.
And yeah.
He didn't know himself.
And he got in there and no make no difference. He's still lost in Esperanza village, you know. So that is where we're at. But it is
sorry.
There were close contested. We have to admit that it's a closely contested
village
round of elections. Yeah.
But what this has brought out, the village council elections, is that they have serious need for revision as it relates to the conduct of village council election.
Right.
Serious.
Yeah,
need.
major, senior.
So I think the government would have to look at that
senior,
as it relates to how village council elections are conducted, and in particular, who can vote in a village council election.
Yes, man.
Because you don't have no list, and then you're saying that either in the village council you have to live there for two weeks, or 2 months, right? And then you can be a permanent resident to vote. Now, who knows? Who can tell you if you're a permanent resident unless you bring your doctor?
It places the elections clerk in a precarious position. But we're hoping that this is going to be the last round of village council elections where we will have that open, that free for all attendance to the poll. And the time has come now for us to do just like a general and a municipal elections, you know, where you must be on the list.
You check, and if you're not up on the list, you can't vote.
Right.
You minimize
permanent residents, all that. And like I said, what is frightening, and especially in the northern districts and in the Kaya South constituency, where we see how they are putting these people who not even qualify to vote. Yes, man.
Well, it happened
abusing the system, and we will recall how they were saying that and jumping over themselves, saying that Guatemalans will be voting in a referendum, and how they are frightening every single person who voted in the referendum was Belizean.
Yeah.
You're either Belizean by birth, and you were on that list. Man, and we see where they are pushing people as some of the brave ones and still go vote, you know. Despite the fact they have neither permanent residence or no kind of resident status in the country. And someone is still bold enough to go and vote, because quite frankly the system, while the system might be geared towards identifying those people, but we have to be real. We have to be real, and everything happens in real time. On election day, the election officers are hard pressed to process people as soon as possible. So it's difficult for them to go and research one whole two ream of paper for find out if you may vote the United Villa one and Village previously. So, I think that the officials are seeing what is happening, especially the technicians at the Elections and Boundaries Department are seeing what are happening, and hopefully they will address the situation. No? And make the 2022 round of village council elections more representative of the wishes of the real Belizeans
and the villagers
in those villages and communities. This one was but like I said, you have the PUP jumping over themselves. I'm Johnny Briceño. Man, nothing could be farther from the truth. In terms, and the figures are real. We in the UDP seek not to take on those independent slates that won. There are 11 slates, 11 independent slates that won, right? Right now, in terms of the chairmanship position, we are at 83. We have 83 chairman positions countrywide. They have 90, just 7 ahead of us. Nothing major, despite the fact of all their spending, and I get that right now. In terms of members, though, we are leading them. We are leading them in terms of members because we have 527 and they only have 519. So we have 5 more members than them. So overall,
8 more.
Right. Overall, we have much more than what they have. Right. So in terms of chairperson, they have 7 chairpersons more than us. In terms of members, we have 9 more than them. So we have 2 members ahead of them. Right. 2 persons.
And of course, because, you have the independent in it. Too, right. So.
Actually, we have 610 seats because we have 83 and 527. That's 610, and they have 90 and 519, which brings them to 609. So we're still leading them, despite the fact that they jump aboard themselves. I would say, and then it is like, for example, this weekend out to the Esperanza Village. They talk about the UDP, they spend money, and the UDP did this. If you look at the footage of the people in attendance, not even one UDP person have on a party political shirt. You have on your red shirt. They have on a shirt where it said MEC. Every single person out there. And well, you know. But we have to have flags too. But in terms of printing shirts and in terms of all that, like a full blown out general elections, not a single UDP person had a shirt back. Esperanza 7. You go countrywide, you will see them have that. So in terms of spending, man, we ain't going down that the road.
Chairman,
like I'm saying,
as we are talking about the last village round of village council election, I saw some footage where one of the PUP candidates spitting on a.
Yes, man.
So
yeah, man.
Where
totally unbecoming. Huh?
Where did that happen?
That was in San Antonio.
And San Antonio.
Yeah, that was in San Antonio. Yes.
Okay.
The PUP candidate, the PUP said that they're totally unbecoming of a person who is seeking national office. So, in other words, if you are ever in the House of Representatives and somebody tell you something when you like the speaker tell you something, you just spit at the speaker.
Well, you punch the thing. You get your typical.
You understand what I mean, man? I don't have to act. You don't have to act to the position that you guys are seeking. Man, what kind of behavior is that? You know. If somebody across the floor tell you something you not like, you are spit across the floor, they might drop on the other person, but they drop somewhere in the area. Yeah, man, totally disrespectful. I don't remember anybody name out there. But anyway, that is the situation. Yes, these rounds of village council elections are hotly contested. Because we see Johnny Briceño, they're all about the place. All about the place. We have some of our people coming out to assist, but by and large, we basically leave it to the villages to elect their person. Like for example, in San Antonio. In San Antonio, San Antonio is the home village of the candidate of the standard bearer. And won by 28 votes in his home village, you know. And that was because we had an independently UDP group.
Yeah.
Where the chairperson took out 158 ballots for the hardcore UDP family. So in terms of San Antonio, Uno last San Antonio, not fooling himself. The PUP last in San Antonio. The chairman candidate, they beat us by 28 votes, I think. But Romelia Howe and her group took over 150 votes away from the UDP, and they admit with a UDP, you know. But we just want to try one thing with Willie youth group. You know, and they try to, we don't have no hard feeling against Romelia and her team. We know that they are UDP. When the election comes around, the big election, they will never vote PUP. We know that. So basically, while you might be claiming San Antonio as a victory for the PUP, we want you all to understand that in San Antonio you were defeated, you know. You were defeated and you got a bad beat in San Antonio. Like I said, that 2 UDP slates went up in San Antonio. Romelia, I tell you. Romelia, how are you tell you? We're the UDP, you know. We are UDP, but we just one tribal thing. One tribal thing, and of course, as a Belizean, you have a right to do that. You know, you can't stop nobody from run. You can't stop nobody from. You feel hot?
Yeah, warm.
You know that thing there? You know that thing there? The remote?
No,
we can't stop nobody from run. If you want to run and try anything, always we try to discourage you because, of course, you know,
it divides the support,
yeah.
the UDP support.
Yeah, and most of those little villages, I think we have a situation in Ontario this weekend where so other people said they want to run UDPs, they want to run.
Stop them.
Yeah, you want to run. We don't stop there. At the end of the day, they are going to come right back to their party because they understand the difference within their the party, you know, and they are coming back home. So, but we say they jump up over themselves. Oh, we the win, and the writing is on the wall, and the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. If the writing was on the wall, on and they hang up and that the sanctuary based situation, they try to get some mileage. They try to get some mileage out of an American.
Last week I hear, Chairman, last week I hear, Johnny Briseno made a statement that these are the most corrupt and these are the most disgraceful thing that ever happened to Belize. Man, I said that I'm to Johnny Briseno. The man shouldn't talk about corruption and disgrace, you know. The worst thing where happened where we put on a big black eye on Belize and while when the PAMI get convicted of drug trafficking, while a member of the People's United Party, maybe we need to talk about that. So you could talk about what the worst thing will happen to us in our history. Then get out there and say, but listen to this man here, boy. Listen to this man. Man,
yeah, but
man.
You see, if they were doing so well and they realize that despite the fact that they are pumping a tremendous amount of money in village council elections, and despite the fact that they are out there jumping up all over themselves in terms of village council elections, the people are staying steadfast, you know. The voters of this country are staying steadfast and they understand. And then that is why you're seeing now as a part of their strategy, because we know the people come back and tell us that their intention is to flag that Sanctuary Bay, flag that.
Till election.
And you're right? They are calling it the biggest scandal in Belize's history. Man, nothing can be further from the truth. That is an American scandal affecting the Americans that have nothing to do with Belize. And you guys, and you see Karim Musa on the media wrong, and I hope he's listening. You know what he's saying? That Sanctuary Bay started in 2003. 2003, Karim, is the anniversary of is the commencement of the second term of your party, of your father's
party
prime ministerial administration. 2000 Sanctuary Bay, sir. In other words, you guys were there from 1998
to 2000.
Then you get re-elected to 2000. 1998 to 2003. And then the new ones are from 2003 to 2008, sir. So for the second 5 years of your father's administration, Sanctuary Bay was birthed. In other words, Sanctuary Bay banned under the People's United Party. Now get no second thought about that. You are admitting that Sanctuary Bay was birthed under the corrupt administration, the second term of your father's administration, point blank. Sanctuary Bay, and you are admitting it, that the people were investing in with an American investor who was in jail. Over the mere fact, sir.
They never
alert yourself. You never know.
He
do due diligence. How am I going to invest? Like for example, I'm not for draw any comparison, but I'm not mentioning. But if I know that person was convicted and in jail for fraud, why would I want to invest my life investment in this person, man?
Why
You know, must look for trouble.
Why would I associate with it?
And in terms of Sanctuary Bay, in terms of all of the hullabaloo we hear, how, from the top, Belize lost $15 million in because Sanctuary Bay was given a development concession. That is what governments do to encourage investment in this country. Although, sir, you might be saying that government gave out $15 million in terms of import duties, sir. The government was stood ready to benefit over $100 million in terms of GST, another few $1 million in terms of business tax, sir. So you encourage them with a $15 million concession, but you end up at the end of the day getting almost $200 million in taxes to the Belizean people. That's a basic common sense. You don't understand that. So if you did not let them, if you did not have them come, then you might not have collected that $15 million in any event. So you entice investors to come into your country, and then on the basis of their involvement, first of all, Sanctuary Bay created 300 jobs, 300 jobs out there. In fact, so many people are still employed. Belizeans are still employed in Sanctuary Bay, despite the fact you are trying to pass off an American scandal as a Belizean scandal. And the Belizean people don't see it. The Belizean people are already seeing it, where in terms of that, whatever might have happened in Sanctuary Bay cost the Belizean people not even dollar.
We're doing a lot of nice where they make about GST and BTL.
They're naturally, because they realize they're flogging dead horse.
By everything. Right? Johnny Gunn, you talk about the referendum. They
are flogging a dead horse, right?
Vote no. Vote no. Money gone, lose there.
Right.
Johnny lose everywhere now. Look here from when they had that by-election with John Saldivar. You see, chairman, when they had that by-election in Coyote with John Saldivar.
2003.
From then, Johnny now win an election.
Yeah. But you see, like I said, you can't fool the Belizean people. Karim, I don't care how much media wrongs you're doing, sir. Right now, like we said, you're 41 years old. 20 years ago, you were 21. When in 2003, when your father was involved in any kind of situation, maybe you were chalked up to ignorance. But you are a liar. And what a liar does, that research. So you find out things even. You see, we see right now, you know what you guys are doing? You are telling us why you not bring up anything from 10, 15 years ago. Huh? Why you not bring up the past? So you know where your brother is. That what little fella name for Image Factory? The one for Image Factory? Yes, sir. So you know where your sir is at? He's on the street right now, parading for something that happened 100 years ago, sir. 1999 and 1919.
Chairman, I listened to the
You were telling us that we must forget things that happened 10, 11 years ago when your father was in office, or 15 years ago. So your brother is parading, sweating himself out there, reminding us about things that happened 100 years ago, sir.
Man,
stop on fool me.
Chairman, but that same thing there, right? I saw them on the news last night. A bunch of it, right? Regular PUP, loan PUP. But what I'm saying,
we must not remind the people as to what happened between 1998 and 2008. When this nation was saddled, sir, with a super bond of almost $500 million, that are direct cost to the taxpayers of this country, direct cost to costing the people of this almost $500 million. Now, you want us to worry about Sanctuary Bay, sir? An American scandal, what happened in American courts, where monies were deposited in American banks, sir? And you want us to talk about the biggest Belizean scandal. So let me tell you, what is the biggest Belizean scandal in terms of costing the Belizean last super bond administered by your father, will cost this nation $478 million. That's what we talk about. When you talk about 87, almost $100 million for Mahogany Heights. When you talk about the mortgage securitization program, we cost tens of millions at the dredging of the port, with the dredging port of $50 million. and then end up deciding to look for a party.
And then look end up to give it to Ashcraft.
And you talk about Intelco, we cost the people over $40 million. You're talking about the Small Farmers Bank on next $40 what will cost the Belizean people. You know, I think we're in a land because the Belizean people know. But in terms of the biggest financial scandal that ever affected this country, sir, is that Superbond. And even up to this day, every single Belizean, sir, they pay for it even up to 2050 when they pay for it. You know why you're not here about it right now, sir? Because this administration was able to successfully renegotiate the terms of that Superbond, but there's still one albatross, that's still a yoke around our neck. We are still punishing from it. Not a single Belizean has ever suffered from whatever happened down the Sanctuary Bay down there. Nothing. In fact, Belize stood to gain almost $200 million. We might have been able to recover a little bit less than half of the amount. We're going to Superbond indebted the Belizean people. And in terms of Sanctuary Bay, Belizean people are gainfully employed down there. Something gone wrong with but the American, they mess up themselves with them Ponzi scheme. But do not put that around the neck of this administration, sir. What is around the neck of this administration is the Superbond. And it is going to be around the neck of the Belizean people up until 2050.
Every year we have to find money for service or debt. The Superbond. What we got for sure for
it? It is going to be around our neck for the next 21 years. The next 21 years will be around here, but our children and your children to carry that's what you're supposed to be talking about.
With Johnny.
That is what you're supposed to be talking about. That's the biggest scandal.
Where Johnny and Karim need to talk about the biggest scandal. We give it the blackest eye. We give the blackest eye in the history of this country. And it was hard to even erase that was when Johnny Briseno's father was convicted.
Look at that, sir.
Right? Right? And when we are drug trafficking, me know the tell you, me no make that up.
Yes,
I not make that up. That happened in America when a man was convicted of drug trafficking.
For paper again.
While he, going for my paper because me, you see me, I know the make up no scheme, I know the make up no story, right? See me paper right, I make a give me paper, allow me to give me paper. Can't I pull up this paper or to tell you about paper, buy half a try photocopy it. The man they tell you that the man they tell you family business was going to supply airstrips and the use of the police and the military to provide protection. This are the news, this are the story.
And then we see a situation because the Honorable Gaspar Vega was moving around with a few policemen there in Trial Farm over the weekend. Man, you know, have a big whole pile of thing. Your father, the American investigator, was saying that your father used to use the police, not only the police,
and the military, the military to provide protection.
To guard the drug trafficking operation, sir.
And then here where the Americans continue to say that he tell the agents that by virtue of his position, which means that he was still in power. By virtue of his position, he would assure them safe conduct. He was using his position to conduct these transactions. This is what they tell you about Johnny Briseno Pie, and Johnny they tell you about scandal. This is your papa. And you always make reference about family business. The man and he said that the family business in a drugs. They don't mean to say that they read it out for the paper and you got the whole you call the thing for the court. You got it right in this big bag.
The judgment.
Everything. They write in the bag one lengthy piece of thing. But you know, I talk about black eye.
You see, Jan. You don't smart man. You're a smart man. I consider to be kind of a smart man, but not allow yourself, man. When them boy try to set you up for come, you must sit back, haul back one, leave it, sit back and analyze the situation before you go forward, right? Don't make them boy tell you or write on piece of paper that Sanctuary Bay was the biggest scandal, so because the boy know, and all that they're doing is pushing things forward. They want to come bite you.
Make me take this car. Carla, good morning. You're live. Well, all right. Go ahead.
I call him from Bully Tree. Remember that Sunday will be the big election here in Bully Tree from the United Democratic Party.
All right, my buddy.
And there's 7 candidates, and right now he look like the PUP tire. He's working by the football field. He's putting Bully Tree fast, but he and the only
Yes.
people from where they give they give Jimmy to all the Catholic campaigners. You know, got money for pay for nothing. But now we are sure that the UDP and the big chairman we have got for Sunday in Bully Tree Falls.
Well, make sure all the UDP come out in
Yes,
Bully
man.
Tree Falls and vote.
Prove it.
Yeah, so-
UDP and the 6 to 7 candidates on Bully Tree.
Yeah.
We'll start to give low Jimmy to all the campaigners and to the young people who are not there, but we are control because we are not tolerating that the police they treat the people have to be selling liquor because we are tolerating that thing there.
Okay.
Okay, buddy. Bully Tree, you know, come out, come vote, but chairman has, but the same big scandal where they tell you
Yeah,
about. Hold on, make a read it, make a say this. I mean, they make this up. And they read it from the document, yeah. The man said that you are talking about a well-organized system set up by a person who was a high official. A well-organized system, and a drug then they talk about.
Yeah.
Well-organized system set up by a person who was a high official.
Right.
Johnny Briseno pa. But you want to tell you about
Yeah,
Sanctuary
man.
PA?
Yeah,
Man, they show, you see they show any PUP, any UDP
Yeah.
minister, you see they show any UDP official in a shackles pa American TV, your palm there, Johnny.
Yeah. And then,
And then I want to tell you something else, but I don't call their name.
no,
But when you read the document make mention of 2 other persons, you know, 2 other Briseno.
all right.
2 of them
all
name
right,
Briseno,
all right. I don't wanna call
family
them.
members, but I call their name because they're not in a politics and they're not they tell you about no big scandal.
Yeah.
They keep them out.
They lap them tail
But
because they know that they
they
have skeletons in their closet.
Right. With the
But
time,
that is what we are saying, man. That is what we are saying, Johnny. Listen carefully, analyze situation before you jump out in any press conference. Then boy, they set you up, you know.
then they
They
tell
set you up with the ICJ to make you look bad.
you see, and
They knew all along, sir, that the way to go in terms of the ICJ was by voting yes. They set you up for going and vote no, and you lost. Now they set you up for come forward now and talk about how the Sanctuary Bay is the biggest scandal in the history of Belize. So you're supposed to sit back, man. Sit back because you're no fool.
but listen to me, chairman, and allow me for I went to pick out.
And
this
you
paper.
yourself, but not for go further, right?
Uh-huh.
Johnny, because you yourself said it. In terms of the biggest scandal in this country, the biggest financial scandal in this country, you want to say it because you tell your people, you know, bring back the millions on the thief. Huh?
We forget
You said, you know, you said, what? Tell us, tell the Belizean people, what did the Belizean people lose in terms of Sanctuary Bay? You know what you guys were pushing? You guys were pushing for some kind of financial settlement with the people who may cost the taxpayers of this nation money.
Yeah.
And you know what the Prime Minister of this country said? That whatever happens in terms of Sanctuary Bay and any kind of settlement, it is not going to cost the Belizean people not even 1 single penny. So said, so done. Look at what? Even the interest in terms of the super bond, that almost the size of 1 year's national budget of this country. That the biggest scandal, sir. Can you imagine if we were not paying that super bond and the interest on that super bond, sir? This nation could have gone at least 1 entire year without charging not even 1 Belizean 1 cent in terms of income tax, property tax,
GST,
import tax, fuel tax, and no kind of tax. But that is what you guys walked away with. Scandals, sir? Those are the biggest scandals affecting this nation. And the scandals that the Belizean people, especially this generation, will never forget. Maybe later on, the younger generations who were not aware of these things might pardon Uno, but this year generation, remember everything. That's why when you come forward, When you come forward, so you're making the media rounds right now with Sanctuary Bay. When you come forward, all you're doing when it's your name, your last name on the bottom of the television, say Musa. So it is a constant reminder to the Belizean people as to what happened under that 2003 and that 1998 to 2008 Said Musa administration. Bottom line.
But what I'm saying to you, Chairman, back to this biggest scandal where I consider the biggest black eye, the blackest eye where we get, no, and this are under the PUP and Johnny Briseno Popame involved. You know what I say? Though a small country, Belize is considered to be the 4th largest exporter of marijuana. Under the PUP, you know.
4th largest
exporter. And then they talk about Johnny Briseno, well organized by a high official. They were always saying the talk, oh, which minister they bring in drug plane, and the man and they tell you that Johnny Briseno Popa. They tell you that because of his position, he used the police and the military, and he was providing safe conduct.
Yep.
He did tell you, he gone so far as the West Side plane you come with.
Man, we see you over and over. Or a few policemen walk along with the Honorable Gaspar Vega in Trial Farm. Oh, now a big thing for say about the Americans in their investigation.
We need to get
He's saying that your father used the entire Belize police force and the army to protect his drug business. Believe that,
and the party tell you, and the man in the report, then they tell you, the man tell you, they ask
that is why we
what size plane you want to bring, so I could arrange the runway for you.
Yes, man.
This is Johnny Briseno.
It is not only using the BDF and the police to protect the drug trade, but it is also using the Ministry of Works vehicles and equipment to prepare the landing strip for these illegal operations. So anytime when them boys set you up for that kind of thing, all they do is they make you rehash that kind of thing, yeah, for make you look the bad. That is all, you know. Be careful, man. Look at the other situation, right? Look at the other situation, like for example, in terms of what happened out in San Antonio over this weekend. Man, we see them playing some videos where they have Ministry of Works equipment on a low boy, bringing them out of some out of San Antonio, and they say. And they have a lot of things to say. Look how they're bringing the Ministry of Works equipment out of San Antonio because they lost San Antonio. Sir, we don't have to listen to what we're saying. We can bring the equipment out. You know why? Because the Ministry of Work has equipment now. Under Funo administration, sir, we never have none. We don't sell out all, so we can bring them out now because they belong to the government of Belize. They are the property. Under Funo days, sir, we couldn't take them in the picture. You know why?
You know,
we can't bring out none because there was none. We don't selling out to all my friends and cronies. You visit Ministry of Works compound now and you're going to see a gradual build up again of Ministry of Works equipment. Sir, you visit the Ministry of Works compound in Belompan. Man, nothing was there, sir. No, you can see. That is why, sir, in this day, and you stop on that video call you're doing, you want to show people that now, under this administration, the Ministry of Work has equipment that can move around. The fool, showing things and not realize the repercussions of it. Look how they are now bringing out the Ministry of Works equipment out of San Antonio because they lost. We can do that.
Tuesday, April 9th.
Because you can move them to another location, go do something else. Under Funo administration, there was no Ministry of Works low boy, no Ministry of Works bulldozer, no Ministry of Works grader. Because the same man in San Antonio there, and I the one that I know he take them picture and send it to Uno too. I know I'm calling him because I don't call no name. But the former Ministry of Works minister, the former Minister of Works under the PUP administration comes out of the Toledo district. You were out there meddling in San Antonio this weekend. I wanted that you take them a picture under your administration, sir. You sell out all. There was none, but I noticed Joe is deep in his
I read me
in
thing,
his
man,
biggest
because
scandal.
man, they tell her, yes,
Joe, you
yes.
need to frame that thing, man, because
No,
take it out.
frame, man. No, I know.
hang it
If I frame, I only got left on the wall or
Hang
so.
it up
We
on the
want to
wall,
keep
yeah.
in on my black book.
Uh-huh.
Because make a read this sleep portion and then I take a break all the 5 after it.
Yeah.
I read this thing, and this is a Tuesday, April 9th, 1985, right?
Okay.
It says Eligio Briceño, 47, the country's Minister of Energy and Communication until December, was arrested in the downtown Columbus Hotel, where undercover agent
In Miami?
No, this is no.
Columbus Hotel in Miami?
No, I want to tell you that way right
Okay.
now. All right. Columbus Hotel, where undercover agents were to pay him $35,000 as partial payment on a negotiated marijuana shipment.
Briceño, wait.
Pa!
Your father can wait at Miami and collect $25,000 for drug movement. Now you pay far more than that there for the leaving this conversation about the place.
Yeah, well, you can
But
continue
that's a lot of money.
you
That's a
can-
lot of money to can wait at Miami, you know. Wait at Miami and
listen
kind
to
of change
listen to the make a
Drug.
continue. The particular
Drugs.
gentleman is the particular gentleman owns and operates marijuana fields in Belize.
Yeah.
So the DEA agent, they tell her that, you know, he was here today, Monday, to firm up the negotiation and the delivery dates and to accept partial payment. This is a Briceño
Yeah.
who
So
boy
Yeah.
make a put up my paper.
So he come back with 35,000 US out there.
Boy.
From out there, gone out there. Instead of addressing the needs of the people here as the Minister of Energy and Communication,
Communication,
he was out there running his own DEA, but the American DEA, Kitchen doing his DEA operation, because you know they say here for him DEA that mean drug exporting agency.
Uh-huh.
That mean for him DEA drug exporting drug
And the next day, I got deal up
exporting
with
agency.
the drug
And
enforcement.
right there, so you get
Chairman,
paid.
before
Yeah.
we go,
Mhm.
you mentioned it earlier, and I want to say this. Last night I was looking at the news, right, and I looked for Yaya Marina Karim Musa, brother. Whether one hear you, sir. They talk about the name Paslo, and how Paslo, I'm sure if you read the history, all of us know history. And Paslo was a slave master and that kind of thing. All of us know that. But listen to me. You talk about one situation 100 years ago. The white man, they kill the black people. Man, we got one problem right now where the black man, they kill the black man. There's so much black people are being murdered every day. And uno not come up with nothing.
Yeah.
For say, well, listen to me. This is how we could attract this. Man, listen to me. That I am saying the name of our building means nothing. It is what we are doing. They are not like on here Joe brother, like on here jackass, like on here fool. You go call me anything. My name means nothing. It is what the contribution I make to the development of my country. That will mean something.
Yeah.
So when you know to get out there, the tell about and this and the black people and this, man, stop that simpleness. Right now we have a serious problem in this country where the black people, they kill next black people. But we
And
not
of
say
course,
nothing.
yeah.
But you know what happened? We and get out there, want leave bunch of jackass. Want get out
Whoop,
there.
whoop, whoop,
No,
whoop,
because I'm upset about it. Right? Want get out there and they want to talk about 100 years ago, Pastor Bill right there. And then they tell you about Clarissa Fall and whoa, where they pay. Man, listen to me. When you hear
What are they saying about Clarissa Falls?
Clarissa Fall, Pastor wife, I think, or lady or somebody named Clarissa.
Oh,
But then tell you about that. Man, listen to me. Let's look at
Okay.
this. Let's look at this thing in another light. You look on a building near Paslo, and all that does is to remind us about history and the worthless Paslo. But you know, for me, it could send a message to all of us. Where they tell us, listen to me, let us not be like this worthless Paslo. We kill up the people.
Yeah.
Let us not be like worthless Paslo. We come out now and we try find one solution to the black people. They kill black people right now. But no, that's not for anything.
No.
Because
no.
you know we haven't done a part of the problem. If you are not part, the chairman, and I always tell you this, if you are not part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem.
Amen.
And they're a big part of the problem. Because you hear they talk about everything they grab up. Revolution. this revolution. Yeah, sure. The man, my father-in-law serving in Mesopotamia.
Yep.
So man, listen to me. And then you hear them tell, oh, no talk about. I mean, the pastor talk, but then they out there, they line up. And then they demand that the building no name this, and they demand that the building no name that. And I say, man, we got a serious problem. Make we deal with this black man, they kill black man right now. Make we work. We could take this call, I will take a break. Carla, good morning, you're live.
You talk too much and you talk fool, Joe. May I tell you something?
Listen to me now, wait.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, I'm going to talk about our secretary right now. I don't want UDP.
Ida UDP, go ahead.
I did talk, my credit.
Listen to me. What?
I vote for Finnegan, I got Brenda Lee. And I did tell you, sure the dice part of the dice business. Let I tell you something. We don't want to name no building where the face for we tomorrow future, for we future, and everything else. No man remain enslaved for we black skin. Let I tell you something next thing. We got hero that believes. Dean Honorable Barrow, my Prime Minister, could name. Go. Let I tell you something. We don't need that because we could remember things where I was. People used to tell me, then people used to terrible. Up to my husband tell me last night, that man whip people, that man do people a lot of things. What we are playing, we are worshiping. We got a lot of
Are there any kitchen then the place pastor?
No, they just said that they propose the pastor
We
something.
name a woman.
Wow.
Very well. So then therefore, the construction start already?
Yeah, the construction start.
Okay. But the building is not completed. The building is not inaugurated. This is the type
The
of
building
discussion.
did the ground level right now.
But this is the type of discussion you want. The lady is correct. The lady is correct.
This country, he take this country from dirt to something. And
Brenda Lee is correct.
Go upon that. His name could go upon that. I know there with Yaya. I know there with them with the way I want him about where the country.
I agree. No. But here and Miss Brenda, that are the kind of discussion. So you want to tell we. Okay, no one if thing
We are
Brenda
opposed.
Lee.
Yes, me name it.
We don't agree with the past. Why not agree with it?
Yeah.
But why you name it 1919? So and I agree with Brenda Lee.
Yeah, man.
You have heroes where you can name the building
We
after.
must listen to the voices of
Yes,
the people.
I
If the
agree
people don't want
with
the
it.
place named Pastor, then it will not be named Pastor. It is as simple as that. You should not go against. And this is a
You know why name pastor say
Yes,
no
man.
you do just like your 10th of September.
Yeah, man.
You got big competition.
Yes, man. We
You
have
got
to
big
listen.
competition with the team. And
We have to
people
listen.
put in it.
I am sure that there's nobody in this country who has any special vested interest in that place being named Paslo, because I don't know one blazer when named Paslo.
Well, I
carry my name.
know about
Right?
pastor.
So I am saying that, but we must listen to the caller. Brenda
But
Lee is correct. The Belizean people don't want the place name, so then we
make the
must not name it.
so make the Belizean people
Decide as to
the
what
name.
name they
So
want
we have
this
to know
one.
you're going to
Brenda Lee is
competition.
perfectly in order.
You're going to competition for name this building.
I personally will be opposed
Uh-huh.
for the place to name Paslo too.
I got a problem with
Right?
it.
And most Belizeans have a problem with it.
But
Um,
you want to tell me if in year
That
1919?
Paslo era came to an end when somebody ignited that building. That was supposed to be the end of that era, right? This is a new era of Belizean, no? And according to what we were made to understand, Paslo was a slave driver.
Yeah.
So then after make the Belizean people come together, she's
Mutilate
right,
them.
she's perfectly in order. Let the Belizean people come together and say, because
And
I'm telling you
decide-
something, you do not want to name that building Paslo against the wishes of the majority of the Belizean people. That's the bottom line.
But
right?
listen to me. So you do just like where you do when you pick one name, you pick
Yes,
the
ma'am.
team. You go on, when you got a song competition, and make everybody involved. Put in one name. Well, don't make a bunch of people tell you about oh this and that and that. Oh,
But who
name
said-
it 1919.
But who said the place would be named Paslo?
Well, that's where they got the
sign,
you
the
know. The sign was original. Well, we may call it Ground Zero.
Yeah.
And,
But Ground Zero is a site of destruction. To man, you want positive name in. Make you find something positive.
That's
name.
why I agree
Ground
with.
Zero,
I
Ground
agree.
Zero. Ground Zero in American history is a site of where thousands of people
died.
perished.
9/11.
We don't want to remember that, man.
Anyway,
let's bring us something positive.
2025-360-2025-361. Alberto August, Joe Bradley will be right back after the short commercial break.
Money, money, money. They say money makes the mail run. So when you need it to run at lightning speed, go with the Pro EMS. Express Mail Service is the worldwide post office brand of its speed mail. Your item is received at one of our counters and quickly and reliably flown to its overseas destination within 2 to 3 days. EMS is available in Belize 7 days per week. Rest assured that you're in good hands because tracking, signature, and delivery confirmation can be monitored on the internet. The best part is EMS is at least 40% cheaper than anyone else. So why pay more when the best, the Belize Postal Services EMS, is available for far less? EMS for speed, economy, and service you need when you need it.
The bank, remember the loan? Oh man, it's late.
No need. Heritage Bank have e-loans with special interest rates when you apply online. Residential mortgages, vehicle loans, and credit cards.
Yeah, but the bills, man, the bills, light, water, you know, oh man.
Harry, you to be dramatic. You too old school, man. Come on now. With Heritage Bank, all of that could be done online. Any bill you could think about, you could pay online with Heritage Bank. That way you really want to go for though?
Oh babe, the Chapman they come today and I need to go to the ATM to get some cash.
Why?
I show no cash no in that to the computer.
Go online today for quick and easy access to our application at your fingertips.
Apply online in the months of February, March, and April to take advantage of the following deals. Up to 100% financing on residential loan at a low 5% interest.
Consumer loan at 10% interest and credit card as low as 13% interest. You now have the convenience of applying for your loan from your desk or home. It's simply bringing banking to you. Some restrictions apply. Heritage Bank, the bank that gives you more.
We all look forward to enjoying those golden years after a life of dedication and hard work. Thanks to Social Security Board, we can enjoy life with a peace of mind, knowing that our savings are there for us now. A retirement benefit is a return on the investment you have made through your SSB contributions. The benefit is either a grant or a pension. If you have at least 26 contributions, you can receive the one-time retirement grant. If you have 500 or more contributions, you will receive the pension, which is a monthly payment. You can claim within 13 weeks of retirement if you're between the ages of 60 and 64 and not employed, or as soon as you're 65. We encourage persons approaching retirement age to check on their contribution history. Want to know more about retirement benefit? Visit our website or contact any of our offices to have someone assist you. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and give us a like to stay informed. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
I woke up with Digi on my mind. Got a phone call on the Digi line. Finna work all day on DigiNet, but right now we're about to DigiFed. When you see me on my phone, I'm using Digi. On the net, a telephone, using it everywhere. In my home or on the go, I'm using Digi. When it comes to communication, Digi got the destination. Digi got the best service. The only one you can depend on. They got the hook up with the fiber. They got the hook up with the fiber. The fiber. Digi behind the service, I feel me push on the chat talk. All you want with the Digicel, yes, cause a Digi girl use DigiNet all day. And when me stay home, use digital same way. When you see me on my phone, I'm using Digi. On the net, a telephone, using it everywhere. In my home or on the go, I'm using Digi. When it comes to communication, Digi got the destination.
Belikin is brewed only in a Belize, by Belizeans, for Belizeans. In fact, without Belizeans, Belikin wouldn't exist. Introducing the Scarlett Macaw researcher Francisco, A fellow Belizean with an authentic Belizean story that, like Bellikins, could happen only in a Belize.
I will be honest, it's not easy doing this. Climbing those trees, being away from your family is not easy. But seeing those beautiful parrots, I love it. That's all I could say. This is an amazing job for me.
Chicky Bull, it's so peaceful. The scarlet macaws, they feel so free here.
The question maybe will be why we have to do this. Poachers, our neighbor country that came into Belize and stolen those chicks, carried grass to the border and sell it. So we need to see if we could do something about that situation. Climbing trees, monitoring my macaws is only in beautiful Belize.
Salute to all our fellow Belizeans with a story so unique like Bellikins that it could happen only in a Belize. Bellikin, the beer of Belize.
New look, still nice. Same price, follow the lights. Club tight, vibes nice. Keep the lighthouse coming all night. It's crisp, it's hype. It's a girl's night. Follow the lights, ladies love it. Great taste, lighthouse make we move up with ways. Feel good, celebrate. Anytime of the night, never late. Lighthouse Lager, new look, new size. Follow the light.
The weather today will be sunny, 75% humidity with temperatures up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
With these blazing hot temperatures, hydration is essential, and Crystal Water has a new option. We're introducing Crystal Flavored Water in 4 refreshing flavors: crisp apple, fruity peach, delicious grape, and fresh watermelon. It's new, it's delicious, and it's flavorful with no calories. Taste the flavors with Crystal Flavored Water. Get them all at a store near you.
Conserve energy by using natural energy sources. Choose energy-efficient lighting and appliances and save as much as 25% per year. Service your appliances and cooling equipment in your homes and businesses regularly. When not in use, turn it off. Save energy, save money. This message brought to you by Belize Electricity Limited.
The children in the ghetto want food to eat.
Dara Feeding Program presents the 8th annual Hunger Awareness Ride. This ride is to be held on Sunday, July 28th. Registration starts from 5 a.m. for a fee of $10. Ride leaves in front of Belize Civic Center at 6:30 a.m. sharp. Into the Philip Goldson Highway. Take a left into the Boom Hatterville Road. Then left into the George Price Highway and finishes in front of the Belize Civic Center. There's gonna be 2 10-minute breaks with reggae music by Silver Fox Sounds. Sunday, July 28th, it's the Hunger Awareness Ride 2019. Proud sponsors, Creme TV, Creme Radio, Amandala, Plus TV, Vibes Media and Television, Channel 7, The Angeles Press, CDS Gas Station, Wave TV, Wave Radio, BNE, BEL, Hyde Shipping Corporation, BWS, Smart, Habet and Habet Limited, AAA Loans, The Guardian Newspaper, Crystal and Powerade.
Children in the ghetto want food to eat.
The Miss Universe Belize pageant will take place Friday, September 6th at 8:30 p.m. at the Belize City Civic Center. Tickets are on sale now at all Pink Boutique locations in the country: San Pedro, San Ignacio, and Belize City, or the week of the pageant at the Belize City Civic Center ticket booth. General seating for $25, reserved seating for $50, and VIP seating for $75. Find out who will represent Belize at Miss Universe. Get your tickets now before they sell out. It's an event you won't want to miss.
Come visit us at Vintage Salon Beauty and Fashion, located at 8.5 Mile on the Philip Goldson Highway, Airport Plaza. We offer flawless styling and care for your hair and entire body in a beautiful and regal atmosphere. At Vintage, we do haircuts, perms, colors, shampoo and conditioning, curling, and more. Need more pampering? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We do manicures, pedicures, facials, and massages. Schedule your appointment today by calling 205-2537. Going somewhere special and you need shoes and that purse or handbag to match? We've got that too. Check out our selection handpicked just for you. Vintage Salon is committed to creating an enjoyable image for our clients to look and feel their very best. Come visit us today at 8.5 Mile Philip Golson Highway. Vintage Salon, beauty and fashion. We make you look your best and feel sensational.
Did you see it? Of course not, but you heard it. That's the sound of freshness. Yes, that's the sound of Sprite's authentic flavor. Lemon lime, clear and bubbly. Since 1961, Sprite has made the hottest days the best moments to stay fresh. Sprite, stay fresh.
If your business isn't advertised with yellow, your shop probably sounds like this. But say you advertise using the yellow print, online, and mobile app. Now that's more like it. Add more yellow to your business and get noticed more than ever. Book a consultation today. Call 223-9729.
Fruit flavor came to Belize.
Use has more fruit taste. Your family will love it. Use has more fruit taste. A lot of fruits to enjoy. Pineapple and strawberry, mango, tamarind and peach, horchata, watermelon, lemon, salsa, orange, tangerine, and Jamaica. Use. YUS.
Use tastes more like fruit.
Distributed exclusively by Grace Kennedy Belize Limited.
The Paint Center at Benny's has a complete selection of products and accessories to handle any application. Our lineup features professional finishes and primers from Coronado, USA, a complete selection of emulsion and oil paints from BH Paints, and a wide choice of specialty products from Minwax, Kreider, Ruscat, Lenmar, Maxim, and Insulex. The Paint Center at Benny's. Selection, value, expertise. We've got you covered.
Whether it's a party in Belize, Fiesta and Coke, you know, that I not joke him, don't know about play. In the US, or in the Caribbean, the choice is clear. The party rum is Fiesta Rum, distributed by Travelers Liquors. Drink responsibly.
I tell me argument now. Travelers Fiesta Rum, and the new rum, DJ Dollar new rum, it make you feel all good. Blessed.
The bank, remember the loan? Oh man, elite.
No need. Heritage Bank have e-loans with special interest rates when you apply online. Residential mortgages, vehicle loans, and credit cards.
Yeah, but the bills, man, the bills, light, water, you know, oh man.
Harry, you to be dramatic. You too old school, man. Come on now. With Heritage Bank, all of that could be done online. Any bill you could think about, you could pay online with Heritage Bank. That way you really want to go for though?
Oh babe, the Chapman they come today and I need to go to the ATM to get some cash.
Why?
I show no cash no in that the computer.
Go online today for quick and easy access to our application at your fingertips.
Apply online in the months of February, March, and April to take advantage of the following deals. Up to 100% financing on residential loan at a low 5% interest.
Consumer loan at 10% interest and credit card as low as 13% interest. You now have the convenience of applying for your loan from your desk or home. It's simply bringing banking to you. Some restrictions apply. Heritage Bank, the bank that gives you more.
We all look forward to enjoying those golden years after a life of dedication and hard work. Thanks to Social Security Board, we can enjoy life with a peace of mind, knowing that our savings are there for us now. A retirement benefit is a return on the investment you have made through your SSB contributions. The benefit is either a grant or a pension. If you have at least 26 contributions, you can receive the one-time retirement grant. If you have 500 or more contributions, you will receive the pension, which is a monthly payment. You can claim within 13 weeks of retirement if you're between the ages of 60 and 64 and not employed, or as soon as you're 65. We encourage persons approaching retirement age to check on their contribution history. Want to know more about retirement benefit? Visit our website or contact any of our offices to have someone assist you. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and give us a like to stay informed. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
I woke up with Digi on my mind. Got a phone call on the Digi line. Finna work all day on DigiNet, but right now we're about to DigiFed. When you see me on my phone, I'm using Digi. On the net, a telephone, using it everywhere. In my home or on the go, I'm using Digi. When it comes to communication, Digi are the destination. Digi got the best service. The only one you can depend on. They got the hook up with the fiber. They got the hook up with the fiber. The fiber. Digi be kind of service. I feel me quick on the chat talk. All you want to do, Digicel. Yes, me a Digi girl. Use DigiNet all day. And when me stay home, use Digital. Same way. When you see me on my phone, I'm using Digi. On the net, a telephone, using it everywhere. In my home or on the go, I'm using Digi. When it comes to communication, Digi are the destination.
We are a peaceful country, struggling we struggle, and we no look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no boundary, we ain't giving up no key, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not one blue mango, not one craboo, not one maras, not a blade of grass.
Welcome back to Wednesday's edition of Fosting Namarik, live from Studio 2 Wave 105.9 and 99.9 Entertainment and Information Center in Belize. Alberto Agash, Joe Bradley. We're sitting in Studio 2 operating from the foothills of the Bill China Bridge right here in Belize City. It's a Wednesday. Yeah, so Chairman.
Well, we're going into elections, like I said, in five Kaya villages on Sunday, 29th or 28th? 28th. Yeah. 28th of July. And I'm in Santa Familia Village. We have the UDP Dynamic 7 in Santa Familia Village, where we have 4 females and 3 male candidates in Santa Familia. The team, of course, is headed by Karen Carias as the UDP chairperson candidate. And then for members, we have Roy Cano. We have Cheyenne Manzanero, Ruby Landero, Elias Cab, Janet Waite, and Yuri Bakab. That are the team going up there in
the Dynamics.
The Dynamic 7 headed by
Santa Familia. Let's pull this call. Carla, good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Good morning, Chairman.
Good morning.
I hear this big kerfuffle just now over Oslo. the first 1797, there was a meeting in the town of Belize or village, whatever it was. You all recall anything about it at all?
1797.
Yes. 1797, 1st of June.
That good while. Good while. That even before the Battle of St. George's Key.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you know why there was a Battle of St. George's Key? Because the same guy named Thomas Paslow had a disagreement with another guy named Thomas Potts. And they voted. It ended up as a 51-51 tie vote. Potts wanted to go back to the Mosquito Shores, and Paslow said, let's stay and fight. Victory or Yabra? That means the Yabra Cemetery.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, victory or death.
There's no laughing matter, sir.
Yeah.
Paslow, who said, let's stay and fight. And when the vote was tied, the Flowers Bank 14 came in and made it 65-51. The big difference is, as it was then and it is opposed now, is that after the voting was done, they both got together and fought, defeated the Spanish, whatever it was, the Spanish overwhelming odds, and this place became known as Belize. Spain has never, ever laid claim to this place again. Never. That was because of Paslow saying, let's stay and fight. Victory or Yabra. Yabra. Victory or Yabra. Cemetery.
Life or death?
Yes. Now, I want you, have you got a $5 bill in your hand?
$5 bill?
Yes.
No.
Not in my hand, maybe in my pocket.
Get it out.
Joe, you got $5 there, Joe?
No, boy.
Now see if I have. Yeah, go ahead.
I bring 3 back.
What you want to know about it, huh?
To hold it and look at it.
Watch.
Hold it and look at it, Joe.
Yes, on the queen on your right-hand side, and on the left-hand side, there was a little man there.
Yes.
Who's the little man?
That is Thomas Paslow. I don't know.
You are the 108th person that I've asked since the 1st of September last year to right now, including ministers.
Who is that little man there?
Uh-huh. Do your history and you'll find out, sir.
All right.
Paslow.
That is Thomas Paslow, is that it, Joe?
No, it's not Paslow.
That's not Paslow.
No. The idea is, what I'm driving at is, we don't know our history, so we're ready to knock.
The other one, the Joe? Oh.
Slave master.
Try to say that. Who
George Washington was a slave master. Jefferson was a slave master. And I don't know who else was there.
Slavery was the thing of that era.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever given back an American dollar? I don't want this American dollar because it has a slave master on it.
Yeah.
You see? The thing is that these people, they don't know their history. They don't even pay attention. They talk about, he used to kill black man. I hear last week that a white black man walked into a man's place and shot him right in the face and killed him. How come we don't hear that anything terrible about that? Suppose somebody take that $5 out of your pocket right now and run off with it. What would you want to do with him when you catch him? So just because in those days the white guy was in charge.
You got some kind of writing about them there, you know.
The white man was in charge, and you do something, they punish you whichever way. I don't care. I will do the same doggone thing myself. If anybody ever comes with me on the streets, Belize right now today, and he tries to rob me or do something with me, I'm going to do my level best to leave him, maybe not dead, but he will live long enough to regret he ever messed with me.
So are you saying, are you in effect saying that you'd support that new construction to be named after Thomas Paslow?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's our history.
All right. All right.
You haven't been able to tell me who the little guy is.
No. I have some writing there, but I am at that age right now, but I'm in a magnifying glass to
no, but that the governor say.
That is the Gary. I know that is the Gary. No, but right below, that's Glenn is the Gary signature there. I know. But right below the face, man, there's a little
You see,
caption right there.
That is the only.
At least that I could say.
That is the only other person on a Belizean dollar paper coin or paper dollar bill that is.
And the Queen.
There's only two people on them. One of them, the Queen is on all of them.
Yeah.
That is the only other person on a dollar bill.
Okay. But then you're asking us, so you know, who is this person?
Oh, why should I tell you? Go search.
But the educators man,
I want you to tell me that who.
You look like Judge. You look like Thomas Jefferson to me.
Yeah, that's right. It look like all kind of bodies to everybody.
But if we know our history like you, we would know who the person is.
Yeah, obviously, it's one of the colonial person kind of curls about my head there.
You got that like
a Judge wig or something.
Yeah.
I'm in my mid-80s, so I wasn't around when this was happening.
No, but you brought up an interesting point indeed. Yes, apart from the Queen, this is the only face.
More Belizeans would know their history. They would know why the thing was called Thomas Paslow.
Yeah.
For Paslow, we wouldn't be called Belizeans.
I want to make Glenn, because it's right next to the signature of the governor.
Yeah.
And that one have Glenn Isigiri. So maybe the break Glenn could text us and tell us
talking about the history of the guy
there. Yes, or somebody who knows, maybe somebody from the Central Bank could call us.
No. Because when I asked this deputy governor of the Central Bank, he didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know either, and I would want to know because
could you tell us
your history? Look up your history.
Yeah, that is an interesting. That's an interesting thing. Which I never realized that. We have been spending this $5 long time.
And that's the only other
face apart from the Queen.
And the first time you've seen it.
Yeah, and that no King Judge. That's no King Judge.
You see, and that is where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Our history, but we got to try and change it.
But then you must educate us, man. Why do you keep us in the dark like this?
You are the historian.
No, I'm not a historian. I'm a patriot. Not a historian. A patriot.
No, but you made an important observation. Most of us was not aware of this situation. We saw this thing all along and we never paid much attention to it.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
You're the 108th and 109th person that I've asked since September 1st of last year that still doesn't know it.
Yeah.
There used to be a cannon right at Bridgefoot when you come off right in front of what they call the bucket bar. There used to be a cannon right there. I used to show it on my tours all the time. You know how many Belizeans passed that thing every day and never saw it?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Paying attention to your country.
Well, what you say?
A cannon.
A cannon, yeah, right at the foot there.
That's right. How many people passed that thing for years and days and they was born, grew, die and never saw it? My point is, we have to know what history to know what we're talking. You have history, and maestry.
Maestry, I will build a civic center.
Maestry is no mind.
Maestry, the man who make the cigarette.
And
right?
maestry.
You sir.
You see, you have history, and mystery.
Mystery. Oh, and you have misery.
The mystery of it all.
Yeah. But we have found, I'm hoping that by the end of the show, before the end of the show, somebody might call us, or if by the end of the show, somebody not call us and tell us that maybe you might want to educate us, man.
Okay, then.
But you're around now, so you could tell us.
Uh-huh.
You got my call after the show.
Mm-hmm.
We can tell the next week, you could say it, or tomorrow, Joe.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
Thanks. You see,
no, but that's interesting for you.
Me too.
I never realized that.
But I'll tell you something. You see, Yaya Marin is there talking about 1990 and history. You know that lady, when the national anthem play, that lady not even show respect to the anthem. She not even stand up.
Yeah.
You want to come try tell us.
Bold and I don't know if it's nonsensical. I don't know what to call it nonsensical, but something interesting is that she was saying that if the people vote yes to going to the ICJ, I'm bald the head. You can't bald head no. I know it's all way one thing no wrong your head now for cover it up now. Nonsense. Anyway,
make we take this call. Carla, good morning, you're live. Hello, we got that one. Carla, good morning, you're live.
Yes, good morning. Very interesting input by Captain there.
Oh, you want to tell us who are the man?
Yes. For this call, I wanted to get in because when they announced the project of renovating some of these colonial buildings that we have around town, especially the downtown area, there was a comment made by Mr. Mota saying that why are we, in other words, like renovating the buildings was like an excitation to colonialism, you know? And why would we practically honor that in restoring the buildings? But as Captain said, you know, history is history. And with its praise and its cons, for example, you don't see the Mexicans blowing up downtown Mexico, right? And all the buildings were Spanish colonial built, you know. You don't see the Dominican Republic blowing up their downtown area, you know, the area where history says Christopher Columbus came. And they were just as ferocious or even more so colonialists than others, than maybe the Dutch or the Portuguese or these other colonialists. So, in keeping history, it gives you an architectural profile of what was 1500, 1600, 1700 in the cases of Mexico and other places. And it gives you the opportunity to read the proper story and history behind it, just as Captain said just now. Now, whether the name, I'm not going to get into the name matter, but when we have some activists that have like kind of blinders, you know, so it's up to them. I'm surprised they're accepting the bill when it's kind of colonial, because then it's like remembering a colonial past and they want to block it up, you know. That's what they said, that what they're doing at the 1990, they come out and they block up the place. And this is the narrative that has been going on for some time. But history is history, with its good and with its bad. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We're also going into election in Ontario. History is interesting, right? It's always good to look back from whence you came. We know that some people that want for some parts of history to be forgotten.
But you can't do that.
But then,
like the lady say, history is good and
right,
it's bad.
Yeah, you have some bad parts, you have some good parts, but then you can probably keep the spotlight over some of them, especially those who affect you personally, those that affect you personally. If you just sit down and analyze what part your people might be leading, your case in point is like, for example, leader of the opposition. Man, you don't want to talk nothing about drug trafficking, right? You know? Yeah, you have Clinton, your right?
But that's
you don't want to be saying, sir, you don't want to be saying that, and you don't want to be promising people fools. Just look what you guys did in Esperanza Village, on the bring on paper on Esperanza Village, telling the people again the same thing like what you told the people down in Tea Kettle, that a UDP, that a PUP administration is going to empower the water board in Esperanza Village. Sir, you don't even know the history of these villages. Esperanza does not have a water board, sir. Esperanza water comes direct out of BWS. So, you need to know these things. I want you to get out there and say these kind of things. You don't look bad, man. You don't look bad because the basic issue of the community, you don't know. Man, I hear you know, tell the lady, no worries, we walking to the line with the lady for go vote. No worries, if you think you'll live better today than what you used to live, vote for them. That's of course, right? But we are given a water board all the power. We don't water board. So the village don't have a water board. The village does not have. You need to understand these things, man. You need to understand their communities. All communities are not the same. There are some unique characteristics in all the communities, man. So not go there and talk with people about you. That's the same thing when you go and do a tea kettle. So I want to give you a bit of advice. Before you go down that road there, seek to understand that you can say anything there to those villages that are remote from the town, sir. Because the one closer to the town, sir, there is a high possibility that they might be connected to the BWS water source. So no go tell anyone to them one back here. Don't you know, but no con Esperanza, man. No con a tea kettle, no con a Camalote, all of no con a Sokot, that sitting with a Sokot, you know. Sitting with a Sokot and people, same thing.
They were getting
man, that people are out of touch with the people. I don't want to govern these people. Look at what your candidate did out there in San Antonio. So if you are ever elected to the House of Representatives and the speaker tells you something that you don't, are you going to spit at the speaker, sir? You don't need to conduct yourself like the high office that you guys are seeking, man. You turn off the people, I'm telling you.
Who that, Johnny?
I'm telling you one out there where Balona, the Balona, eh? Baloni or Baloni? But something, but it's not Balona.
Boy, be careful.
Balona, Alex Balona. Right, so you don't do that, man. You must exercise some level. I was out there in Esperanza, right? Johnny Briseño brought this rambunctious lady along with her. The lady tried to attack me, right? You know what I did to her? All I did was I gave her my back. I gave her, we got out there, and the voters are coming to us for direction on how to vote. This lady jumping between us and the voter. No have a clue you are originating from the kettle. You don't have a clue, but then you must stay inside of your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Once you see the people come over to the UDP tent, then don't get in the middle of things and try to force that, and then you embarrass yourself because the people take your paper and throw it in the mud. You need to conduct on yourself, being cut out there and try to draw me into a verbal confrontation with her. You know.
My name is Spit.
I turn my back to that. It could spit may not make you spit on my back.
You saw them spit
on people. You have to learn how to conduct on yourselves, man. And you have to learn to be respectful. You need to know the issues of the day and don't go out there and make fools of yourselves, right? Look at what is happening. Look at how they're trying to fool now the people of Bully Tree Village. Like the first caller said. When you drive into Bully Tree right now, as you approach a football field, which is on the right hand side of the road, you are going to see one thing right there. One long thing right there covered with tarpaulin with what is the thing we put on top of the tent? Tarpaulin, right? Covered with tarpaulin. You know what they're going to do? On election day, on Sunday, they are going to inaugurate the sign who said Bully Tree Village, just like the one who said San Ignacio and St. Helena type of thing. They are going to inaugurate that and have 3 years
to do
it for the people. Or now wait until when you are booted out of office to do that. You need to understand, me. The people cannot be fooled. You have seen a big open, big inauguration, and put a sign, you know. The unveiling of the sign. I don't know if they're going to bring Johnny Briseño. You never met Johnny Briseño inaugurate the sign for them. But man, hello, man. The time that the whole work, that is what we used to when you guys were in office between 1998 and 2003. On the wait for the last year before election, the last few weeks for start to do something. Then the days they're gone. I don't want to say what I say. I want to do it to know in Bully Tree. Want to turn off the people, man. The people are no fools. All the people are asking is for you all to continuously working for them. No abandon it for 2 years and 50 weeks, and then for the last 2 weeks, want to try to do something. We not do that, man. We passed at the era the long time.
Put up that sign, so when they are
3 years.
Inaugurated,
3 years. On a squandered 2 years and 50 weeks. And for the last 2 weeks now, I put up a sign in our West Bully Tree.
Chairman.
Inaugurate that on the day when people kick you out of office.
Chairman, the other day I heard Curdale Hyde, right? The super deputy for the People's United Party speaking.
You call him super deputy?
Yeah, I think that's how they refer to him in the party, in the super deputy. In the party, right?
That's a new term now.
Yeah, as it relates to poverty. And the man say, this government, they spend $180 million on the Caracol Road. We borrow the most money. We spend so much million out of the Petro Carib money. We borrow with this, and the people live in their conditions. But one good thing, he never say, or he can't say, that the UDP thief any money.
Right.
Now, Johnny Briseño, the man who wants to be the Prime Minister of this country, in our speech we give the St. Catherine's Day operation out there, They talk about the millions and millions of dollars where the PUP, you refer to it as a cancer. The millions and millions of dollars where the PUP thief. Why Cordell not tell the PUP they know? Bring back the millions so they could use it to alleviate poverty. Why couldn't they, in a full time, use that money rather than allowing, they say PUP for thief the money, became millionaires. Why they never use that money to alleviate the poverty? No, you can't say that UDP now they use the thief money because people feel the change where they take care, where they take place. They're like my good friend by Melvin House. If you thief the money, there is none to spend, to work. And if you work your money, the money, there is none for thief.
It is like, for example, you see where Briseño is going around promising the people that the PUP government is going to give them lands. Huh?
How much
Can
land
you
he got?
believe that craziness,
Yes.
sir? You were the Minister of Natural Resources for 10 long years, sir. You had all the authority at that time to give the people the land. But instead of giving the people the land, all you did was amass huge acreage of land for yourself and your family. I can't even say cronies. Because you had Rodaldo, Briseño, Eligio Briseño, Paul, all of them dead, you know. Right?
So who got the land now?
Large tracts of land. So I cannot even say that you also gave land to your cronies. No, you want to tell the people now, sir. Look how, no, honestly, look how foolish you look, sir. When you are going to get the, sir, you know what? Two things, right? Please, not talk about drug trafficking and playing the land. Refrain from that topic, right? And secondly, sir, not talk about land, sir. Then there are topics where you no one touch. You don't want to touch them.
As I talk about playing land.
Sir, in terms of making lands available to the people, sir, that is what the United Democratic Party is currently doing under the leadership in the Ministry of Natural Resources of the Honorable Ugo Pat, sir. That is why when you look in the Corozal district, sir, you are going to see that the Honorable Ugo Pat has won every single village in that constituency. Contrary to you, sir, you have one village. You know why you can't put up a place that's at the 7? Because you gave the people of Saturday 7 no land, sir. You gave them no land. You took all for yourself. And anyway, when we talk about these things, sir, all it does, it aggravates us, and it aggravates all those people who could have gotten land under your administration, and make the Belizean people be no fools. Whatever. If ever any PUP is supposed to get in office under your administration, sir, the trend is going to continue, because you don't get used to that. Your granny tell you that dog will thief egg, continue to thief egg. Huh? You understand that?
Dog will thief egg?
Yes, man. What next thing will they tell you?
So dog will thief land, continue to thief land.
In your life skills. In your life skills, and that you're taught in primary school, in preschool. A leopard
never changes spot.
Never changes this spot.
The zebra also never changes its stripes.
So no come to us, man. I don't know why we don't give it a rest, you know. Quite frankly, I don't. I see this morning. Look at this morning now. Can you believe Francis Fonseca?
Where he come from?
Of all the persons in the world, Francis Fonseca now is on PUP radio now. Where did you come from, sir? Where have you come from? You have been in hiding for 10 years, sir. You are the man. We are the Attorney General of this country, and then you move on to being the party leader. You were the party leader for only a while. You played no role as the party leader. Then get rid of you quick. Right? But you are talking now, sir. You are talking now about alleged corruption. Sir, it was under your administration, even that $44 million or $44 US you signed to give away from this country, sir.
Put the
yes, but in the UHS thing, sir. In the accommodation agreement. Sir, $44 million, sir.
You know there's a US because
you don't remember the US, sir? What kind of craziness is that you are the
because one page, because US are one page.
Sir, when you go into legal training, sir, I remember they used to tell us, well, it is that they say you read into law. That's what they call it, right? You're reading to law, sir. Reading, sir.
Reading, for
reading, sir.
Yeah.
It is like, for example, plastering, sir. That the role of a mason. Plastering into construction.
So reading,
sir. You're reading to law, sir. You did not read the accumulation agreement, sir, when they question you. You know what you told this nation, sir? You don't know it's a 44 US or the 44 dollars.
But I was made to understand that he's on the show. They talk about the sanctuary baiting and they talk about the legal man. They talk about they make some reference to something about law. Then the man, you know, he not even know the difference between, and he sign a document.
You said, sir?
It's a US, but that just like Johnny not tell him what you not track down the plane can they turn off the transponder.
No, sir.
You are
no. You are no.
So how you know that?
Yeah, you are no, sir. It is like, for example, you tell the molecules of the cement street, sir. You don't know the details. How you know about transponders? Are you an aviation mechanic?
Man, how you mean? The family business.
Yeah, man.
The family.
You may say turn off the transponder for what?
Yeah. So you not track it.
So it can go under the radar.
But I know that.
Then the tricks of the trade you call it.
You know, I remember, and as we talk about this thing, you know, I remember. You remember on the time that when they do the they were doing the new Northern Highway.
No, I don't know.
Hold on.
The bus for India used to be able to turn on the transponder.
I know into that. The man said,
so when
I know they tell you that my fufa job.
The father came up to Miami, to collect the money left in there, then he come back on the plane.
I know they tell you that who turn on the transponder. I am saying the man say if you want the plane travel under the radar, you turn off the transponder. I don't know who to turn it off. My question is how he know if you do that. But I remember when I used to work with government long time, I was stationed in Orange Walk. And maybe that is why because when they do the new northern the portion from Orange Walk to Belize, right? They used to allow you at times you could travel through it. You could use it. Then sometime they corner because I'm a station there, so sometimes they come back and police actually block the road.
That is what you
call. When you go through the other part, you see one plane they fly low. Johnny Brissy enough for use of.
That is what the DEA said. That is what the DEA said. They use the police and the BDF for their illicit drug trafficking operations. Right. That is why you will see do Mr. Tam.
Don't do Mr. Curl Thompson.
Yeah.
Why?
Mr. Tam, you know Mr. Tam though? Who don't make that Northern Highway straight. Like when you strip. You know Mr. Tam though?
Put so they had to
install pipes.
Pipe on the side.
Install pipes so the plane wing touch it. You know what to do?
They're bending down.
Bending down.
I remember that time.
And after bending them down and bringing them up certain amount of time, then they begin to broke. Right? That's from whence we came.
Yeah.
But then anytime you turn off the transponder, you say the transponder turn off? Turn off the transponder. Yeah,
what serious? Serious. I tell you when they had a.
Yeah, man, they got to put some black off here, man. Yeah, man.
They block off the road, police, and I could remember.
And then what they do is they block it off from miles ahead, so you don't see the operation. So you feel the accident happen up there.
But when you go through, because you want to get home, so you use the whole highway. It was rough and it was longer. So you come through the man. When you come through there, you say, oh, that's why they block off the thing. That's why I know you see plane and night they fly low.
Yeah, those were the scandalous era of this government or of this country. That then a scandal. You know what the Americans say? We were small.
But the fourth under the
largest
POP,
exporting marijuana
his father was using his power, his authority.
You see, they say the sins of the father. It is written. The sins of the father shall fall even unto the 7th generation. You are just the 1st generation, you know. I think one fall down like crazy.
You see how the Americans and they behave now as it relates to foreign exchange and the whole money business thing there. I wonder if when he travel, so if he no got problem, because they nowadays you have to show you have to document the source of your funds. They might feel like you come from illicit trade. When the man
you can't play Sunday. Yeah,
that put you in a problem.
Listen to you say, yeah, you see, right?
That put you in a problem.
No, not problem.
Don't show me nobody the turn on no transponder here.
Yeah, no selling.
But I'm saying to you, Chairman.
That's a dangerous thing.
One lot of the things where they happen to us right now, no? That because of the PUP, you know. That because of the PUP can now you have to when you go to the bank. And you deposit more than $10,000, you have to get one you have to do a thing, right?
Source of funds.
Sign that. The rest of the bank no accept it. You have to tell me where the money come from.
We came from an era. When time you land at the airport, they also get a paper for custom declaration. You remember only people say what they bring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And anytime when time is in nationality, Belizean. All the immigration personnel for alert the customer for circle your name with a red pen. So it automatically alert the customs man. Look, and this is come from Belize.
Why?
That. Because the minister, minister of government was involved in the trafficking of drugs. So they automatically assume that all of us the traffic drugs.
That's the black eye. That's the black eye.
That's the black eye. You know the inconvenience they used to carry us through secondary? Every single time. Because we were known as the 4th largest trafficker of marijuana. They feel like in our bag. And we genuinely they go try business with relatives and friends over there. Or a relative come visit us, someone they go back. They search them because of the stigma. If a senior minister of government can go to Miami and collect $35,000, you know.
And who was that senior minister?
$35,000. He was in charge of energy and communication. Communicate by way of the airplane. Yeah,
think about it. Turn off a transponder. You travel.
And then when they bring in the plane, then they bring in TV, stove, refrigerator, and things for themselves. The plane no come empty. And all of that was what? Evading custom duty on a contrabandista and drug trafficker. That was what you all were. They bring in beer. Yeah, man. The plane come loaded with beer, everything when they want. Fridge, stove, they go to Miami, go buy it. They collect the 35 in Miami. Then they go big shop. And then the plane bring that for them. All the latest liquor, beer, household appliances, furniture, all that. And all that come apart. Land on an illegal airstrip and will pay 0% duty on that.
Carlo, good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Morning, Joe. Morning, Chairman.
Hey, good morning.
Chairman.
Good morning.
This morning, we had a real one push across, right, Chairman? And you could help me and assist me with this and make the people know the worthlessness of the PUP. Right now, Chairman, we are months away from a general election. The PUP have nothing on the UDP. So, in my view and my mind, what I would say, the free tongue, that the lies of the PUP. Because everything right now, no Chairman and Joe, the PUP they jump on. And I don't like that they bring the truth to the country or the nation. That they bring lies. Like this song, Serbia thing. They barely carry Musa like, you know, the activist for it. Carry Musa, that activist for it. He does a talk show to talk show. When the PUP talk show, Plus TV, the PUP, like Crumb TV, the PUP, so we don't have to worry about them. They want to tolerate and they want to make it.
Love TV.
Right? But the thing we have to try to put across, Joe and Chairman, again, the PUP that they jump at everything. Everything would blow in a year. And the first thing they blame, the government. But that's the third, they like they lose memory. Like they got a memory loss. Where's Carrie Musa? Carrie Musa got a memory loss. Brother, of who his father was under the PUP as Prime Minister. As Prime Minister, he forget what branch of the tree he fell from. You understand? He forget the branch of the tree where he fell from. So I just to try put this across, Chairman. We as the UDP, they need to make the younger people make the choice, understand that the PUP is not the PUP where they call and say, oh, the UDP is full of this, the UDP is full of that. Don't give the PUP a chance to
to come back or run this country, and the younger people need to learn that. The older folks like myself, Chairman, me done gone through the PUP. I know what the PUP is about. That the younger one there where the cover behind, where the PUP they try blind-minded and try tell the people like, oh, the PUP is a great party. It's all about the people. It's all about bringing back the country. We have to know and make the people understand, my Chairman. The PUP is a whole bunch of make her be nice. You understand? Make her be nice. Make the people understand the PUP is not genuine. And make we pick up a book from the mayor, what the mayor said. Where Joe got it right where the mayor said, oh, they what? They're not the youth for what? Joe 12 years, 10 years?
Yeah. The barbarians are at the gate.
Yeah. You understand? So what you think that the call to do with this country? What do you think that the call to do with this country? You know I meet a PUP, Joe. I know I calling him because separate from politics, he's my friend. Mm-hmm. You know that PUP look for me and tell me, he say, Kelly, where you own? I tell her, boy, me own my house and me to pay National Bank. He tell me to try open a little small business, a little restaurant. Now and again, when I get a little extra money, I put a little board on it. I tell her me own one piece of land in Maxborough. Thank God I get it for Edmond Castro. I tell her only that me own, it says something wrong with you, Kelly. I tell her what means something wrong with me. He say you should have got at least 10, 20 acres of land. You should have got to a piece of island. I tell her, brother, but when me I do it, all of that.
Your last name that Briseño?
I know I said one name. But I
your last name?
Huh?
Go ahead.
I said, well, just to say something, Chairman.
Yeah, go ahead, listen to you, only Briseño could have that.
Young man, I tell you, young man, I alright, man, I tell I bless. He said, watch when for we party get in.
Watch where you have.
Yes, that's the way.
Man, Fafune driver. Fafune driver.
Tell me, I tell the man, brother, you know where I like? I like when I get up the morning, I comfortable. I tell her that's the way I love. When I get up the morning, I don't got no worries. You understand? I tell her I fight for the people. And I explain this. And the thing is, Chairman, you know what the UDP have that is very great? It was the woman, the lone woman, who fight to make UDP become UDP, you know, Chairman. I'm not straight away from where I talk about, but I just to try to put something to the people attention. It was woman who fight the UDP for where UDP is with Philip Golson. Because it wasn't for Michael Finnegan mother. It wasn't from Miss Valda Pitts, Miss Jer, and many more. UDP wouldn't be standing. So we always have to remember the strength of the woman, that the power of the country.
Yep.
That's why we have to make the woman understand. Don't let PUP back in this country. Don't let PUP get control of this country back. Because we're picking our field. We don't got a crime problem where all we have to try battle together. All the way. Then all what happen? The PUP they just ball after. Oh, our crime problem. Blame the government. Blame the government. If Joe, Chairman, if you don't remember, couple years ago, when they were endorsing Colonel Hyde in the Lake High division on Vernon Street by the church, at the Lake High church and the Lake High school, when Said Musa, Colonel Hyde get on the rostrum and say we will get rid of the GSU, put us in government. The same time they lost the second time. That's the way they come and they say they want to help solve the crime problem. If they have a different idea how to do this thing, no man. The thing no work, so if you say we will work together, make we work together. If you say you're going against the government, you're going against the country, go against the country. But not do the people that. So I put this, Chairman, the UDP, when the UDP start work and start fight the UDP, well, make cannot say start fight. When the campaign really start, man, we need to make the people understand it's for country. Because putting the PUP in government the country going. Because they're the fight for power, you know, Chairman.
Right.
And Joe, they're
hungry. They're hungry.
What?
Belly hungry.
Why they're like, they're hungry right now?
Yeah. Anyway, my buddy. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, take
right.
care. Yeah, they're hungry. You know, they're hungry bad by us. Yeah, all of the waiting at the wings. But
like I say, in terms of I was saying in terms of Ontario, we're also going into village council elections in Ontario Village on Sunday, and then of course we have Shirley Gomez, Cher. The lady as our chairperson, kindly. Then for the six members working along with her. We have 4 other females, right? So there are 5 females out in Ontario Village. We have Erica Agosto. Then we have Heidi Parada. We have Mr. Fred. Frederick Kiese. Then we have Aaron Lemott. We have Miss Pats. She's Patricia Peterson. And then we have Rosa Galicia. Those are the 7 persons contesting the elections out in Ontario Village this Sunday for the United Democratic Party. But it is like the people of this country continues to say, right, Joe?
Why? Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
This nation will never see a next PUP administration coming on board, because when you look at the situations, and like it is coming up this morning, right? When you look at, you ask Johnny Briceño, sir, who was your father? Right? I'm talking about the current leadership of the PUP. You ask Johnny Briceño, sir, who is your father? You ask Karen Busa, sir, who is your father? You ask Eamon Courtney,
who is
sir,
your father?
Who is your father? You ask Florencio Marin, sir, who is your father?
Pistola.
4 in the leadership of the PUP. Now you turn it around to the UDP and you ask Dean Barrow, sir, who is your father?
Mr. Where the man we had the drugstore.
Right? Who is Dean Barrow's father? Was he landing any plane?
No.
Was he the only drugs Mr. E.B. Barrow sold was legal drugs at his drugstore there in on Albert Street or somewhere down
and
there.
They had it right there. I remember him having one right there.
So Dean Barrow, who is your father?
On Church Street.
Right? Look at the leadership. Jeremy saying, sir, who is your father?
Emilio.
2 are used to sell drugs. Right? Dean Barrow's father and Jeremy saying your father. Sir, but your father sold the illegal marijuana, sir. Mr. Barrow's father was a pharmacist.
Mr. Barrow operation never got nothing to do with transponder.
No, then you have to say, like I say, right? You know how to turn up the transponder for land at the drugstore for the Prime Minister's father. Sir, then you have to say, right? Karim, sir, who is your father?
Said.
Yes.
You need to understand who their uncle.
1990 to 2000, the worst administration the country has ever seen. The Super Bowl was birthed.
Well, the talk about
that. Then you have to say, on the other hand, Patrick Faber. Sir, who is your father?
Mr. Faber,
an ordinary Belizean man, responsible for no Super Bowl.
I met him.
Not responsible for the bucket sale of our passport. And then you look at the other situation,
ask
right?
John, who that you
ask Courtney, sir, who's your father?
3.34.
$3.34 million for Social Security. Then turn around and ask John Saldiva, sir, who's your father?
John Pa used to work the printers. I remember him some years ago.
Then you look on the other side and you ask Florencio Marvin Jr., sir, who's your father?
Pistola.
Man, same thing like John Embriseno. You call it a land shark. There's a bear named land shark.
Yeah.
Land shark. Then you turn around and say, then Erwin Contreras. Sir, who's your father? You understand what I mean? You understand that this is a stark difference in the leadership of this party. We cannot continue down that the road there. Because you're going to pass those people on to a next generation of Belizeans being, and we want that era to come to an end. That is why when you move up to paying that Super Bowl, right, even all the way up to 2050, that 21 years from now, so 21 years from now, my bones don't wait.
Yeah, wait.
What I'm saying,
Go ahead, my buddy.
That's what your body said, right? Your body said the idea, right? There are 2 kinds of crime. in this country. There's the white color crime
and the blue color
and there's the blue color crime. So both of them, the colors of a party flag.
They don't got the red color.
You have red color crime, sir? You know this color crime? You have about blue color crime and you have about a white color crime. Both colors of your party.
Good morning.
Go on, Mr. Agas, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Mr. Agas, Isaac.
Isaac, City River, tell us.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Agas, I'm just going to say, invite me again and change the phone and lose our contact.
Oh, my number?
Yes, sir.
Every week you make a give me number. Why I do the first thing when I call every Wednesday morning, I give him a number.
Give everybody.
Okay.
610 4184.
4184, okay, thank you.
You may check out your thing, right?
Yeah.
I tell you how come and sit there and check it out. You need to do your homework. You check out the people at the home there.
Isaac. What do you want?
Yeah. I tell you how to sit there with me. I used to there by BIM there.
By Pabim?
Yeah, Pabim, yeah.
Okay.
I hear you. We can talk later. Call me.
Okay, thanks. Good.
All right, good, yeah.
Why somebody to tell me say good morning. I have no issue with changing the name of Paslow Building, but you're talking about loving black people, but she doesn't even respect her country's national anthem written by a black Belizean. Please be real. She don't stand up for the anthem, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
But they tell about history and black. By waste of time. Papi show. But me, Alberto, you make a hold on, man. You like you
a black book.
I don't like
black book.
I don't like this black book stay too far, man.
Yeah.
You see,
you have the black book too?
No. I got you.
I want to say, of course, today my Bali birthday, boy.
Who that?
Lusavea, Charms birthday today.
Charms,
yeah, my friend. That Kyle de Lusavea.
So a big party, man.
Why? Today what? Wednesday.
No, Wednesday, man.
No, he normally have a party on Friday and Saturday. He normally have a 3-day party, man.
Oh Lord,
Friday,
we long weekend one,
Yeah, so today Charms birthday, yeah. So yeah. Yasmin that and last happy birthday and all the family, Kenny and Pucci and Dean and boy, Charms birthday today. So I was seeing later, maybe we'll start the party. No, but too early for start the party. Yeah.
So about Johnny boy, Johnny tell about the transponder.
Yeah. I will never need to learn to turn up no transponder because
why? You know you fly plane?
No.
You got any business?
I know land plane.
You land plane? No. You bring any drugs?
No. Yeah, I mean, so it's start different track.
But you see, but make I say this before you say, but the article, the court case, they tell about drugs and family business.
Yeah.
Man, in the case, 2 other persons' name, and I'm not mentioning the name on the radio, right? Because, you know, but they are also Briseño. The title, the Briseño.
Yeah. If you could maybe divert a little bit in terms of the progress and development, right? I want to first of all thank the people of Sarawi Village for come out and reinforce their confidence in their representative and of course in the leadership and in our United Democratic Party, government and our party.
But you know, I have but
you will see Sarawi. There was a little delay in terms of the commencement of the installation of your water coming out of Danguiga. You know, these things take a little bit of time, and one of the protocols that we had to go through was seeking the Ministry of Works permission, because you know they own the highway. So we can't go dig out there, BWS can't go dig out there without their permission, because they have certain requirements, and yes, we understand the chief engineer and the CEO took some time to put together, but when you read the document that they brought out in terms of the agreement for the trenching along the highway, then you understand why it took some time. So we were a bit disappointed that it was taking so long, because we were behind them every day. But when we realized the kind of thing that they had to go through to produce it, the agreement for us to trench along their highway, then we understand. So the project has commenced, and the water is coming into Sarawi Village. So I am just saying that because I want to educate whatever leadership of the PUP might come on board. Next time in 2022, when you go to Sarawi Village, not tell them who not get control of the water board. Right? So I'm going to write this down.
Chairman, you
right?
know, as you talk about Sarawi, I was listening, you know, I listen to everything.
But before you go there, right? I just want to thank the people of Sarawi Village for the level of patience that they have exercised, because I think they appreciate the fact that Rome was not built in a day. So you're with the construction of Rome has begun. You're getting your water in due time, and we're complying with the Prime Minister's request to please expedite the works going to Sarawi. So we are doubling up. I have spoken with the CEO, and the CEO has confirmed that he will be seeking to double up the crews out there. Right, so?
You see, and I like how you bring that up, because the yellowhead parrot shot him upon a talk show on morning, saying that the delay was because tell the people in Sarawi vote for UDP Village Council, and if we don't win, we don't get water.
No, farthest thing from the truth.
Yeah, so I like how you bring it. I like that. It was good that you brought that.
The people of Sarawi are Belizeans, and as Belizeans they deserve.
And UDP not behave like that.
Yes, man.
Our job is to provide goods and services to the people of Belize, regardless of their political affiliation. We don't like PUP.
You remember that one, let me lose and take the Johnny Cake and come back home?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah,
man.
Tell me that thing, man.
They got a convention, right? And they provide Johnny Cake for the people after the votes and count, and they lose, they take the Johnny Cake and come back home. UDP.
Carry the Johnny Cake
back the Johnny Cake. Right?
So you never vote for me, say it for eat where we have
But we remember those things when they used to line up the poles along the Belize River Valley and say they bring electricity to them. And when they lose, they pick up back all the poles and bring them back in.
But the lead place there right out there, Bomba. I mean, then they tell you out of Bomba every time you see one election on truck come. And they bring one truckload of pole and put it right by Bomba. Because Belizeans know that
vote for us and we
bring electricity, because right through Bomba that there is submarine cable go into the sea up to San Pedro. And so every election boy they bring Maxwell Samuels. One of the talk about Max Stone, and say one pan and Max's wife we left her back there, One lot of bad things they happen, Yes, if we talk about that. But sometimes I think I don't want to deal with the guy, might be a little bit too personal. But boy, the how they handle Max's wife back there.
Oh really?
Yeah, Max's wife left one lot of things,
Yeah.
All in house and so remember.
Max left. But Max's wife is still alive, right?
Max Samuels.
Commissioner of police.
You remember, yes, but I remember the time Max got the policeman, he looked for Haas. Now back there. But I tell you about why.
But then you see,
but anyway, go ahead.
Right? I remember, like I said, from way back, in terms of smuggling on those drug planes, things, marijuana out and goods in, right? And that was the way how you guys survived. A big party. And one of the reasons why we're bringing the beer and the liquor, that because after we send the shipment, they're going to have big party. Big party at the expense of custom duties and so all of that, right, was illegal. So you do that from way back. I remember there was one instance when an official of the United Democratic Party was accused of smuggling some beers down south. Prime Minister automatically put that for 6 months leave. Right? You take action. Look at the situation. Look at the contrary situation. Look at what happened to Marshall Nunes. He got on your radio and mentioned the whiff of one petty corrupt act, and that man neck gone.
Well, remember that thing for true.
That man neck gone.
Chairman.
You tell the man?
Chairman.
Hey, not talk about corruption.
Yeah. Chairman.
No me.
Chairman, me
listen
remember
to the man.
Listen
to the man. I think Marshall is listening.
Yeah.
Look what you guys did to Marshall Nunes.
Why that's true.
Marshall Nunes brought just the smell of corruption. Not even to a standard bearer on the party.
What councillor, Why Marshall said, Chairman? Marshall said, but tomorrow I bust the story. There was never
no tomorrow. There was no tomorrow for poor Marshall.
They take off poor Marshall.
And Marshall, I mean, a soldier on the
why
party.
Why poor Marshall and for lead and wrong, but Marshall did every morning.
Look who bring the lady. When they the L&J. I want to bring one next leave. I learned their customs. Right? Somewhere wrong there.
Hilly.
I don't know his name.
Hilly.
right?
Bennett.
But then afterwards, this is what happened, right? This is the way how you guys deal with any allegation of corruption within the party, right? Cut
Why they cut off the man?
One
councillor, you know.
Shoot the messenger.
One councillor, because I was late to understand that when
we sympathize with Marshall Nunes. Marshall Nunes needs assistance, but look how to throw that man. Look how to throw Maxwell Samuel's wife out there, right? Maxwell Samuels gave a life to. He died in service. Maxwell Samuels, as a commissioner of police, run the police force for
minister.
The minister, he came from the commissioner of police, right? For then he run for and he gave his life. So look how he treat the wife out there. This is our shame and disgrace. So look how got Marshall. Man, no call him back the man, no sir.
Nobody no call him.
Call him back the man.
Nobody no care. Make I tell you so.
But that is the way how you guys handle.
PUP they no about no people, you know. No make
tell you
those stupidness.
Look at what you're saying.
Delusions don't make PUP they tell you.
Look at what you're saying, sir. As the leader of the party, you're running this country, and you're encouraging your people to put together slate and contest these elections, sir. And you do not even contest the convention in your one village. What kind of leaders are you leading from the back? You are leading from the back. A leader must come forward.
Back, you need Philip on the front, man.
You must lead on the front lines, sir. You must be, in fact, you know what you should have done? You should have been asked for San Esteban to be put at one of the first villages for go to elections, and you put up and slate up there, sir. And then you win, and then show people, say how I win. You say how I win? That's how you must win. That's also you not even put up a slate in a singular village that you have. Man, you don't lead like that, man. You lead by example. You're leading from the rear. You are leading from the rear.
You're a rear admiral, no?
Rear admiral. Why? Is that an oxymoron, or is that intentional?
Why?
Rear admiral.
Why? That's a title.
No, rear could mean that you're that common. Or rear, R-E-A-R or the R-E-R-E?
Why? Listen to me.
R-E-A-R, the R-E-A-R, rear admiral. You are a rear leader. Not that you're uncommon, but you are rear. You're leading from the back. Yeah, but we continue to encourage our supporters, especially in Bully Tree Village. The Honorable Omar Figueroa has a unique pilot project for water that he is seeking to bring into Bully Tree to see that is going to address the water needs in the village. Because the village has some water needs, and I know that he has already identified the funding. So look on Bully Tree, right? Hold on, right? He has already identified the funding. Because this Chinese boy when you got there. Man, you put a name on the ballot, you cannot even pronounce it. It is not a Belizean name. You watch it. You watch it, the man on Pinello. Like our mayor, like our chairman.
Wait, you can pronounce it, eh?
T-A-I-W something. I don't even know. The name, not even name song familiar to the people of Bully Tree. Why they impose that kind of thing on the people of Bully Tree? That's why the Bully Tree logo is. We are going to take back Bully Tree. Take back Bully Tree, man. What are you saying, sir? What are you saying? That the people who are born and grew up in Bully Tree are not capable of leading their village? Is that the message that you are sending, sir? We know that we never want her, but for some reason, you managed to get back there. We don't have to live with her now, but not even Uno no want her. They can't realize. What are you saying to the people of Bully Tree? You have to bring an implant to be the leader of this village? No, man. No, man. The leader must be birthed in the community so that the man work harder for the community, because he know that if things go bad, the possibility of running is far. But if you bring someone who's implanted in your village, things go bad and run. That common sense.
Yeah, do like Abdul.
That common sense.
Abdul with the man here, they carry the money with the land boy.
When you bring when you have the man there whose mother, Abdul, father, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew are residing in the village, sir, then you have more interest in his village. We know what part you were before, Mr. Man. We know that you opened a bar down there in Punta Gorda initially. We know what you did in Punta Gorda, but we not say it. But when things get tight with you for Punta Gorda, where you root up on Punta Gorda and you came to Bully Tree, when things get tight with Bully Tree, what are you going to do too, sir? You're going to root up again and go, and you might not even stay in this country. You might go from whence you came, but in terms of the leaders of the community, they ban and grow there. They saw their community grow and they want to develop their community. Give them a chance, man. Why don't they impose other people on these people, one name that is not even common. When you look at the voters list, sir, there's only one person with that name in there, and that is you. Huh? When you look at our mayor, at our chairman candidate, sir, there's a list of names like him. Huh? Why only this to the people? Huh? All for political expediency. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. Leave the people, make the people they handle their own affairs. Not import nobody upon them, man.
So what you say if the man does something bad, they when you do like Abdul Hamzi, we collect the $7 million
and gone, right?
Lebanon.
When you're out there casting your ballot, people of Poultry, look at the PUP chairperson, because you look at a big banner, look banner and tell me if you favor or no. And if you no favor or no, vote and out.
Aye.
That's simple thing, you know. Look at the photo, they got a big photograph of him and Michelle Shebat. Look at him, him in the face.
Micho?
Look at him in the face. Sir, and if you favor or no, sir, and vote for him. But if you no favor or no, if you don't have a name or no understand, sir, vote for the people that will know. Vote for the people who have the neighbor stream planted in their own village, man. And those are the people who have the best interest of the development of your community at heart, because you don't got nowhere else to go. Nowhere else. Their mother, some of them, their mother.
Where is Santa Familia 7? Where?
Their grandfather, their grandmother, their mother and their father are buried right there in Poultry Village.
One.
Who?
Santa Familia, the UDP 7.
Santa Familia, yeah, we're
Karen
going to.
Carrias for
Karen, yeah.
Roy Cano, Cheyenne Mancenero, then
Ruby,
you have Ruby
Landero,
Elias Cab, Jeanette Waite, and you got Yuri Bakab. Then there's 7 boy, and then they tell you what they do by maintenance of public places, implementation of garbage disposal system, initiate school programs and summer camp, initiate assistance program.
I was in Santa Familia yesterday, right? And I am amazed at the amount of development happening in Santa Familia. Some pretty houses in Santa Familia. People are building up in Santa Familia.
You got infrastructure, boss. Listen to me. Chairman, you listen and I tell people, right? You see the PUP, they holler, oh, you can't eat land. Then they complain, oh, this is the infrastructure government. Why do you think that when the BTB reports of tourist arrival in this country, there's a significant increase every time? You know why? Because of the infrastructure development. Tourists can come here on the cruise ship. They could go to 2 or 3 sites in a one day because of the
rapid
infrastructure development. So you can't hit the road, but people use the road to make money. Man, you go all you go the island areas the other day, they threw Jaguapa. Man, you see one lot of local people got any business right along there. Because tourists they come through there.
Commercial activities.
Why I don't understand that. But they want to tell you, Cordell, and they tell you about the amount of money we spend in agriculture. But we could tell you no POP about the amount of money we no thief. And that is why, because no thief them lot of money, one lot of Belizeans live in the conditions when they live on that. But make I tell you something. For we budget and they say, oh, we budget $1.2 billion now. Make I tell you something. And everybody knows this. The budget, 25 cents out of every dollar of the budget is spent on education. When you want to come out of poverty, you educate yourself. Education is the way out of poverty. 25 cents.
I haven't done a
25 cents out of every dollar goes to education. Look at the kind of things when they give for education, $300 subsidy, you get a 60XC, you get
I was talking about Gwen Liz, right? Remember I said talk about Gwen Liz, right? $330 to register as Gwen Liz, right? The government give you
$300.
$300.
You're not for fine 30. When they place up there at $335.
I know what they do?
Bill upon comprehensive.
When they give you a payment plan.
For pay the 35. But
it's unbelievable. Right?
Anyway, Chairman, you're fine. Thanks for being part of us this morning. You'll be here next week Wednesday again. God spare life.
Yeah, that is going to be in August.
Oh yes, it will be what, the 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah,
August it is going to be in August. Yeah.
No man. Nah, August, I'll be in a month.
This is in a month right here, man.
No, man, in a month and next week, Ben. I want you to live good. You want the
Sunday is the 28th.
Because you need
Monday,
August.
Monday 29th.
Because you need August.
Yeah, boy.
31st. Wednesday will be the 31st. Just yeah, because you need August, you will run into the month of August quick, Ben. No, next week Monday will be the last day of July.
No man, Wednesday.
Wednesday, sorry, will be the last day of July. Yes, man. Yes.
Yeah. It will be two things. One, the end of the cycle of
election
of village council elections, and it is going to be the end of that era where we saw the abuse and the dishonesty the opposition dishonesty in terms of engaging in village council elections. But like we said, non-Belizeans do not have the vote. I am hoping that the people, the experts, the Elections and Boundaries Commission and the department seriously looking into suggesting amendments to the legislature for the tightening of the act for the conduct of village council elections, where totally unfair to election clerks. We have to make that hard call.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As to they will allow a person to vote or not vote in an election. You know, in Esperanza Village, one lady went to vote several weeks ago, you know. But I don't know, I still don't know how that happened. But when she got in there to vote at Esperanza, brought in by the PUP, an alert election clerk realized that the finger me don't dip, don't have the ink, and that she voted for the election for the week before. And when they check on, hold on, miss, you don't vote already. And they delay the process, have to search through all the paper. And then find saying, me don't vote already. That one of the village in the kind of East Coast.
That's a crime.
I said, well, never
That's
arrest
a crime, yeah.
But they just make it walk off, right?
No, but you need to,
they just make it walk off. But
that I think if you commit a crime, you
only to stop those things, and the only way you can stop it is by way of tightening up the legislation, right? And unfortunately, right, we know that you guys were desperate. But then afterwards, we came from an era where you guys were talking about in terms of illegal persons voting in a referendum. We examined the situation and we realized that no illegal person can vote in a referendum. And so that's what happened. Never did we ever thought that would have spinning a few months later, 2 months later.
And people write a Hattieville, then they bring people in a Hattieville. Somebody tell us about the experiences in
it happened at Carmelita. It happens all. It happened.
You bring people out for the farm. You carry them back where the Lee area near. You carry them you bring them by bus load. The farmers from the orange rock and banana place there.
Echo Creek.
Yeah, you bring them there.
Carry Long Bank.
And then they bring them 2, 3, 4 in our vehicle, and they come. How the presiding officer where they conduct the election one know you that Belizean or you got your residency card.
Yeah. We went into elections this weekend in Esperanza Village with 743 persons on the list. Right? We were tight out there with them. You know, I play that Julius Espat stupidness. Right? And 517 people voted of those 743 people. Contrast that to what happened out in Tea Kettle, where there were 540 persons on the list and 606 persons cast their ballot. 110% of the voters list.
So where do you come from? When you come from?
Man, just stop it, man.
Finally, Santander,
I don't know where he brought them from.
They bring them.
I don't know.
Them.
All I know is that they arrived.
You don't know where they come from.
From whence they came, I know that. From whence they came, I know that. I just know that they arrived. They came.
And they vote.
Where they came from, I don't know. Some of them vote, right? Most of them vote. In terms of Tea Kettle Village, 110% of the voters is voted. They're not joke with any people, boy. But you need to stop it, because all you're doing is fooling yourself. When the big one come, their name is not going to be on this. I want to end.
Yeah.
By encouraging our supporters in these 5 villages, come out this Sunday, and vote for the people of your community. Man, should I talk about the one from? No. I know I'm talking about the one from Santa Familia, because in terms of what the opposition is putting up against Karen Carias, man, it's like chalk and cheese. The difference is clear.
Chalk and cheese.
So in terms of Santa Familia, we will come out early Santa Familia. And yes, we understand that someone will go to church, but try to make it out as early as possible so that we could get the polls going and get our supporters early. Probably one of the changes that the electoral system might want to make is to have village council elections on a Wednesday. Those are general elections, and just like municipal elections, right? Municipal elections and municipal elections is normally held on a Wednesday by law.
Yeah.
And Sunday is good, but like I said, Sunday, and it is the evolution. Village council elections used to be one social event.
Yeah, everybody come
up on Sunday and just come.
All in favor?
Oh, and Joe Bradley. All right, Joe Bradley, have it. Let's go. Sharp shit, right? But we have evolved. and maybe one of the amendments that the officials, the experts in this field of the electoral management bodies might want to do is to suggest that we also have it on a Wednesday. And maybe we have all villages one time. That can be rough.
One day, no, that's not rough. Though.
But in any event, if you have them from week to week, there will be no area where there will be PUP contamination again, because you will have to be on the list to vote.
Yeah,
and then afterwards, I think another requirement that needs to happen is that during the process, we will not allow no change of address, right? Because you can vote in Santa Familia on the first week of the elections, and then you can change your address next week and go vote at Billy White, reside at Billy White.
Yeah.
Right? Change of address, with no change of address, you can do it at any time. So maybe another piece of amendment that you guys might want to make is that as long as the village council elections are underway, the department is not going to accommodate any change of address. Right? Because you can change address within constituency at any time.
Or maybe you need to look on that too.
All of that. But they are the expert. I mean, you have qualified persons in there. The chief elections officer, the chairman of the commission are experts in the field. So I'm sure they will be looking at all these things.
Chairman, it's 17 minutes to 10. I know you have to go and I have to go. I want to say a reminder. Treat your taste buds, good food, good pizza, Mo's Pizza, Grill 3.5 miles on the Philip Goldston Highway. And remember, Mo's Pizza and Pasta at the Newtown Barracks. Enjoy the delicious meat pie. And then Puma Janelle's 5.5 miles on the George Price Highway, where you get value for money. When you take out your money out of your pocket, you get the gas in your tank where you pay for. Alright? Again, we want to say thanks to all those persons who called us this morning, all those persons who joined in the conversation, those persons who communicate with us every day on the World Wide Web. Alberto August, Joe Bradley, the entire management and staff of Wave Radio and Wave TV. We want to say thanks for allowing us in your offices, in your cars, in your homes, in your bedrooms, wherever you listen to us, wherever you watch us. Keep it locked on Wave 105.9 and 99.9, your most trusted name in information, education, and entertainment. Take it away, the premiere!